in the time allowed. I want to thank the listeners for their continued support. They come to my office and we sit down and we do a full insurance review. We try to cover all the bases. We look at your home insurance, your auto insurance, your renter's insurance if you're a renter, to make sure you have enough coverage on your personal property. Also, yes, we do look at your life insurance. So many of you out there have life insurance and you don't have a clue what you have, only because you didn't sit down and take the time and just really get into the contract like I do. This is what I have to do. You're looking at the price and you're looking at the coverages, but those coverages may not last forever. For an insurance review for your auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and your life insurance, call me at 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. My location is right on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in the beautiful U.S. Bank building. I'm located on the 8th floor. And we are going to have another seminar. Sheila Smith and I are going to have another seminar coming up in November 16th. That's going to be on a Saturday from 10 a.m. To 12 o'clock. We're going to start on time. We're going to finish on time. We're going to extend the time a little bit. We started last month at 11 to 12, but we needed a little extra time because I like to talk and Sheila likes to talk. Sheila Smith, she's on right here at KCEP 88.1 on Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 10:30. Listen to her show. She talks about mortgages, getting your refinance, getting you qualified so you can purchase that dream home. That's the first step. That's the first step when it comes to purchasing a home. You heard the ladies talking about real estate on Kim's show. But before you get to a realtor, you need to go through the process first of getting qualified. Sheila Smith on She Does Loans right here, Power 88. Listen to her show from 10 a.m. to 10:30. We're going to do a seminar. Give us a call to make reservations for the seminar at 702-236-2624, right at my location on the corner of Sahara and Rancho on the 8th floor in the U.S. Bank building. It's going to be on a Saturday, November 16th. Coming up, we're going to talk about real estate, of course, getting you qualified for the mortgage process, and also I'm going to talk about insurance. Absolutely, we're going to talk about insurance. So we can also bring your declaration page for your insurance concerns. We're going to look at your auto insurance. We're going to review your homeowner's insurance, and we're going to look at that life insurance too as well. 702-236-2624. Give us a call today at 702-236-2624. If you're at work and you cannot call me, text me. I will give you a call back after the show. 702-236-2624 is my phone number. Again, we're going to have a seminar November 16th, right on the corner of Sahara and Rancho on the 8th floor. It's a Saturday. We're going to start at 10 a.m. We start on time. We finish on time, 10 a.m. to 12 o'clock. Or we may have to go longer. We have to go longer if a lot of you call, and we'll make it happen. 702-236-2624. I also want to thank the people that came in and purchased home, auto, and life insurance. Thank you so much for your continued support. It's always a pleasure to meet you. It really is, because every party is different. It's a pleasure to meet all of you in the Valley. Over these 5 years, I've been an insurance broker. I've been an insurance agent for the last 23 years. I started with Allstate Insurance Company back in the 90s, and I was recruited to AAA Insurance Company. I retired from AAA, bored out of my mind, and I said, I told my wife, I'm bored. I need to go back to work, and I did go back to work as a broker. And the difference is between me and working for Allstate or AAA is because I have more companies I can offer you. I can do the shopping for you as an insurance broker. I don't charge for my fees at all. The insurance companies compensate me. I don't charge for my fees. You come in, you sit down and talk. I take no money across my desk for nothing, not even for a policy. So when you come in and see me, we're going to withdraw those monies from your checking account, from a debit card. We do not withdraw. We do not take cash payments. We do not take any checks in my office. Everything is done electronically, so we're up with the times. So I want you to be up with the times too, because I've had a few of you come in and you want to pay me cash for my for the policies you're purchasing. We don't take any cash at all, checks, money orders, or credit. We do take credit cards. We take credit cards. We take checking account, writing account numbers, or debit cards. 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. When I was an Allstate agent, I had to go to the bank every single day, and I had a lot of money. Every day I had to go to the bank, Frank. I mean, it was like, you know what? When I set this agency up, I'm not going to the bank every day. And it's just too much cash to be carrying around. It is. 702-236-2624. Frank is our media production And what do we have for my Facebook listeners? And tell people a little bit about yourself, Frank.
I do social media. Well, actually, video marketing and advertising for local businesses. Um, just to get a hold of my services, just go to 702-979-4877. Also, check out Donald's website to get an idea of how your business would look on video by going to yourinsuranceconnectionradio.com. And you can check out how his setup is and what videos are featured, and also his archive videos you'll be able to access from that site also.
And you can check out the Don Father on the website.
The Don Father being
he's on the site. He has a video out.
Right.
Miss Michelle from she filmed him. She filmed the Don Father, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
And you get to see the Don Father in person.
That's right.
Yeah, you get to see him in person. 702-236-2624. He's going to come in Friday, by the way.
Oh, good.
The Don, he told me he's coming. He can't make it today. They didn't let him out today.
All right.
Yeah, but he did have a few comments.
Cool.
Yeah, so he'll tell everybody about it Friday, because sometimes he's starting to get a little political on me a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Noticed it.
Yeah.
I'm scared to ask him about it.
Oh man, you know what he told me the other day? The Don told me, he said, he made a comment about Trump. He said, when he gets out of office, they're gonna put his picture in the mob museum, because that's what he. I can't believe he said that, but he said it. But that's him. That's how he is. He said, he should put his picture in the mob museum with the rest of his friends. So. Anyway, we like to have fun right here at Power 88. What do you have for us? What's the questions we have from our Facebook listeners?
All right, we got a couple of questions from social media. The first one is, this person wants to know what happens when both primary and contingent beneficiaries from a life insurance policy die.
Wow. So, that does happen on occasion. That's a good question. Mm-hmm. Let's say the primary beneficiary and the contingent beneficiary in a serious auto accident, and both of them are killed at the same time. And then now what happens is, as long as the insured is still living, okay, the insured just picks another beneficiary. If you have a life insurance policy and your primary beneficiary has passed away and you don't have a contingent beneficiary, okay, what you need to do is contact the insurance companies. You can call them direct, and they'll give you a form. It's called a change of beneficiary form. That's a good question. Very good question. A lot of times this happens when there's seniors, when they lose a spouse, they forget to add another beneficiary on, or they never had a contingent beneficiary. Now, what is a contingent beneficiary? A contingent beneficiary is in place just in case the primary beneficiary passes away. I've seen life insurance policies where they take the primary beneficiary and put the primary beneficiary at 50% of the benefit, and the contingent beneficiary at 50% of the benefit. You don't write it like that. Your primaries could be more than one person. You can add more than one person as a primary beneficiary. And also, do not have your 6-year-old as a beneficiary on the life insurance policy. It just doesn't work that way. That money, if you have a premature death, that money will be tied up until that 6-year-old turns 18. Okay, and what if you have a $300,000 life insurance policy, 18 years young, that person that turns 18-year-old gets $300,000 all at once? Well, that's a lot of money to give a 18-year-old all at once. So you don't want. I mean, if a child is, let's say 17, and you want to put them on as a beneficiary, I'm okay with that. Even 16, 15 at the minimum, but 15, 16, 17, 18, they put a child on as a primary beneficiary. I'm okay with that. But when you start putting young children on there, and you have a 100,000 plus policy, and you have young children on as beneficiaries, that's not going to help the person that's going to take care of them. That's not going to help the person that's going to take care of them. Put an adult on as beneficiary. And again, if something happens in the event you want to change beneficiaries, you can do that at any time. It doesn't cost you any money to change your beneficiaries. If you need help with it, call me at 236-2624. My name is Donald Marquez. This is your Insurance Connection, 702-236-2624. What else you got, Frank?
All right. Next person wants to know, well, it's about his girlfriend is buying a new car and wants to get it in her name, but stay on her parents' insurance. Currently, it lists her mom and dad as her and her as a registered driver. And they want to know, is it possible to continue on their policy even if it's under her name?
Okay, this happens a lot. So the young daughter, is the car registered in her name or her parents' name? Sounds like a parents' name.
Parents' name.
All right, so the parents own the vehicle. She is a driver on the car. If she wants to flip the registration over in her name, she can do that. However, she would have to have the insurance in her name as listed first on the policy. It's called the named insured on auto insurance policy. We see this quite often in our business where we'll have a parent that don't have an interest, a financial interest in the vehicle. In other words, everyone is in a household, living in a household, they own mom and dad's car insurance. That's not always a good idea, because if one of you get a car accident or get a ticket, it's going to affect the entire policy, not the individual. It's going to affect the entire auto insurance policy. It's going to make the policy go up, in other words. If one of you go out and have a car accident at fault, or even not at fault, because you lose your accident-free discount, because those accident-free discounts are for 5 years, whether it's your fault or not. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes when those car accidents, or, they do have accident forgiveness, but you have to endorse your auto insurance policy for forgiveness. And a lot of times, too, policies come with accident forgiveness automatically. Any property damage under $1,000 usually is forgiven. However, if the person that's in your household and they're on your car insurance, you're taking responsibility for their liability. You really, really are. You wouldn't really think about that, especially if you don't have a financial interest in their car. In other words, they bought the car in their name. Now you're going to add them on your car insurance, whether they live in your household or not. We see that quite often. And if you do that, and let's say your daughter or your son lives in a different location, you don't have a financial interest in their vehicle. In other words, you're not on the registration or the title. They get in a car accident. They're on your car insurance. Your car insurance goes up. You contact your insurance company and say, why do my rates go up? Well, Junior over here had an at-fault accident. And I've seen this happen quite often, right? He had an at-fault accident. Now, the insurance company find out that Junior living in a different location. They can deny that claim. And it doesn't happen, but it could happen. Let me say that. It could happen where they're not given the proper address for garaging location for the insurance company. In other words, that vehicle where Junior lives is being rated at the wrong location. It's not at the garaging location where Junior lives. And where Junior lives, the rate could be a little higher, or it could be a little lower. So the insurance companies want to make sure they properly rate the vehicle by location, by where the car is located at, by zip code. They've always rated by zip code, so this is not new to nobody. But I understand families are trying to get their son or their daughter a break on the car insurance, trying to get that multi-car discount, but you are assuming their liability. For more information, call me. My name is Donald Marquez. You're tuned into Your Insurance Connection, 702-236-2624. Call me, leave a message, or if you can't call, text me at 702-236-2624. You have another question for me, Frank?
Yeah, I got one more. This person wants to know if they have renter's insurance, does that cover them in case they use a moving company to move their items from their home?
That's a floater. So if something happens, if they're in a car accident, usually the vehicle carries its own insurance. That could be possible because they're moving their furniture. Let's say their furniture is damaged in the move. When they're moving and they're being transported, it could be covered up to a certain dollar amount. But most renter's insurance policies are $1,000 deductible, So how much damage they're going to have? I mean, it has to be a serious car accident with a moving vehicle. Now, if you move your furniture yourself, or let's say if you have a moving company move you, they're liable for any damages to your personal property. Okay, and you would file a claim against the movers insurance. Now, I had this incident happen just a couple of days ago where one of my clients was in a car accident. Her car was parked, and I'm going to share the story with you. Her car was parked, and someone hit her vehicle, but the people did not want to give the information, which I thought what she did was a smart thing. She contacted me right away, and she asked me what she should do. So I told her, well, file a claim against their policy because they hit your vehicle. Your car was parked. You wasn't in your car. However, they did not want to give her their insurance information. It was a commercial vehicle. They did not want to give her insurance information. Well, what she did was she contacted the police. The police came, and that's how she had to get her insurance information from the people that hit her. Now, if you hit someone, give them your information. I mean, don't tell them to file a claim against their own auto insurance policy. That's not fair because they may have to pay. They will more than likely will have to pay a deductible. Now, by filing a claim against your own auto insurance carrier, you may be listed at fault after the claim is paid and everything is closed out. I've seen this happen far too many times when people will file a claim against their own auto insurance instead of the person that hit them. File a claim on the person that hit you. They're liable. Let them get the at-fault accident reported on their auto insurance. Now, I've seen this over and over again with the auto insurance carriers. They will, in fact, put you at fault or even not at fault, but it shows a claim that they paid out on your behalf, and now your auto insurance rates goes up because you had a not at fault accident, and you're asking them why'd your insurance go up. For more information, call me at 702-236-2624. It's a lot of moving parts in insurance. So just don't assume because you've been with the farm for a long, long time, and I've had people the farm would just say, open the barn doors and let them out. Say, hey, we don't want your business anymore because you've had too many accidents in a short period of time. I seen the farm do that. Open the doors and say, hey, we don't want your business no more. Hey, leave the farm. You're on your own now. We can help you if that has happened to you. 702-236-2624. I always get the angry farm customers, So when they come see me, I've been with the farm for years and they did me like this. I'm like, well, I'm not the farm. So let's find you some insurance. 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624. A lot of you, I thank you, Frank, for those questions. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Was that the last one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I appreciate it. Just keep posting. Keep posting those questions because we're gonna give you the answers that you need. Listen, if you have a senior family member in your household and that senior family member does not have any type of final expense life insurance, we need to have a conversation. Sit down, and we're gonna sit down and talk about your plan. What is your plan for your senior and living in your household? Your family member is in their late 70s, going in their 80s with no life insurance, and you need a final expense life insurance policy. I can help you with that at Your Insurance Connection. We have a life insurance policy. We can get you up to $35,000 worth of whole life insurance. There's no physical. The policy will build cash value over time. Money in case of emergency you need to borrow against. 702-236-2624. There is absolutely no physical. There's only 11 health questions I need to ask. Most people do qualify. We also include accidental in this whole life product. We don't offer accidental only. And if you do have an accidental only life insurance policy, we need to take that and put it in a shredder and get you a real life insurance policy. 702-236-2624. I mean, I'm just serious about that. If you don't have that type of job, now if you're a construction worker, let me say this. Now accidental policies, I had to think about this a little bit. And if you're a construction worker, I can see you have an accidental only life insurance policy. I really can. I'm okay with that. Because you in that risky kind of job where you could fall and, it could be an accident. I'm okay with a construction worker with an accidental only life insurance policy. But with that said, that's rare, but you still need a policy for natural causes. And we're not going to say anymore if something happens to me. It's when it's going to happen. I don't know any ifs walking around here 125 years young. I don't know any ifs walking around here 150 years young. Everybody goes at a certain time. It's just the way life is set up. We can help you with that final expense life insurance policy for your loved one. And don't think you cannot afford it. Yes, you can. You cannot afford not to have it. The funeral costs are going up like everything else. I mean, I was at the grocery store the other day and I saw the price of steaks and I couldn't believe it. However, I go to these funeral homes and I see the price of a funeral today. An average family, a family that just wants an average funeral, just wants an average funeral. Not the Thunderbirds flying overhead or, that's $15,000, Frank. $15,000 to bury a loved one. And of course, at the funeral home, they want to show you everything. They want to show you the package. We can we can release the doves and and all that. That's extra money too to release the doves. Did you know that?
I heard about that. Yeah.
You get pigeons at a discount though. If you release the pigeons, that's
it makes sense. Yeah.
That's a little bit low. Okay, Frank. You got it. Anyway, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. I mean, it costs a lot of money today to bury a loved one. And I've had people come in, which I do appreciate. We just buried our uncle, our father, our brother, and we need to get some life insurance because we don't want to go through that again. And don't. I mean, if you have a senior at home, we're talking about in their 70s and 80s, or even in their 60s, even if they have health problems, let us help you. Let's chip away at it every month. Now, those pre-need packages out there, you're going to pay 3 times as much for that insurance coverage. And that plan has to be paid off. Now, if you're going to get a pre-need, I say get the land. Buy the land now because land always goes up. But get yourself a life insurance policy that's going to cover all those final expenses. You have to pay someone to move out of their home. You may have to pay a mortgage. You may have to make a car payment. What if you have to fly out of town? There's so many moving parts when it comes to closing out one's final expense. Final expense not only means the services you have to pay for, but the final expense means, again, you may have to take time off from work to take care of one's final expense. It's hard enough to lose a family member. I've been through that multiple times. But in order to go through that and not be financially secure, I cannot imagine it. I could not imagine going through that and have to come up with $15,000 at one time. Now, if you have the money set aside, that's one thing. Now, if you got to sell it, if you have to sell a home, those take time. That takes time. If you have money in the bank and your family members are not on the checking account or the savings account, they can't access that money. They can't access that money. Or if you just have life insurance on your job. I mean, that's great if you don't pay for it. Now, if you do pay for it, you're in a group, and once you leave the group, you'll find out that it's going to be very expensive because now you're outside of the group paying the group life insurance. 702-236-2624. And don't ever predict when you're going to pass away. No one ever knows. That's why we need to take the if out the conversation. If something happens to you, because you never know when it may happen. Now, if we all knew when we're going to pass away, it would make selling life insurance a lot easier. I'll tell you that. Well, I'm 70, so I'm going to die at 76, and I need to get this life insurance before. I'm 70 now. I need to get this life insurance, I mean, really, if we knew when you was going to die, I mean, it would be so much easier to offer life insurance. But we never know. That's why you have to pay. You have to be proactive instead of reactive. 702-236-2624. I was talking to a family member the other day, and they said, a person passed away, and people were knocking on the door from door to door asking for donations. Do you want to do that? I see people on the corner asking for money to bury a loved one with the picture up of their grandmother or their father, and they're asking for help. I understand, things are a little tight, but people work. Usually, if you start working when you're 18 or 20 years young, and you work at least 50 years of your life, or 40 years of your life, and you haven't saved the money, we get that. But here's an excellent opportunity to take care of what you need to take care of so you won't put your family in debt. The last show, they talked about wealth by real estate, by accumulating real estate. But just think about it. If you lose 3 family members in a short period of time, when an average funeral costing $15,000 per person, that's $45,000 of debt that you're going to assume. $45,000 in debt. That's one of the leading causes of people filing bankruptcy. That's one of the leading causes of families falling apart because of the finance. And the loudest one has no money, by the way. The one saying, I want this and I want that. Well, okay, are you helping? How are you going to help us pay for it? Let's start paying for it now. It happens to everyone. And, put life insurance on your children if you want to. We could find a policy for them too as well. 702-236-2624. Let's stop making excuses. You can afford it. You cannot afford not to have it. Will you qualify? Most people do qualify. Whether you have diabetes, if you have diabetes, a lot of these insurance companies are now, for the larger policies, 100,000 and up policies, are not writing diabetics. They're just not. And if you've been turned down by life insurance, do not give up. Call me at 702-236-2624. If you've been turned down by the farm or by the Allstate companies, and I understand they're looking for that premium customer. I used to work for these companies. They're looking for that premium customer, regardless of how long you've been with them. That's fine. So, well, but you don't qualify. You've been with us forever on the auto insurance, forever on the homeowner's insurance, but you don't qualify for our life insurance. Now you just give up altogether because you've been turned down. But don't give up. I'm an insurance broker. I can find a company for you. And we're talking about, well-known companies, Prudential, Mutual of Omaha, Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company. Transamerica. The list just goes on and on and on. I do the shopping for you. You come in, we sit down, we have a conversation about your life insurance, and we start looking at prices. Now, the life insurance is based on your age and your health. And I tell people this, your body dictates the rate. Now, we do have a guideline, a rate book we go by because of the mortality charts. Tell us at a certain age how much life insurance we have to charge per 1,000. So when you see those commercials on television, and John can get $500,000 for less than $1 a month, less than $1 a day, But John is in excellent health. Most people are not in excellent health. Most people are standard non-tobacco rate class. We can help you with your life insurance. Give me a call today at 702-236-2624. Let's get some life insurance on Uncle Pete, okay? Everybody got Uncle Pete, right?
That's right.
Or so we can get some life insurance on your parents, your grandparents, or your children. 702-236-2624. And if you're over 50, I have a company. If you have AIDS or HIV, we can get your life insurance policy. So don't give up. 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624. My name is Donald Marquez. I've been broadcasting right here at Power 88 for the last 5 years. I want to be your insurance agent. Call me today, 702-236-2624. Our time is just about up. We have another show coming up, I do believe. And, we're going to do this again this coming Friday from 9:30 to 10 o'clock right here at 88.1, the home of the People Station. Until then, everyone, be safe and just keep it crispy.